Hey, it is Bessie LB, and I am here today on Ask Me Bessie LB. Let's talk about it to discuss hair. Today, I would like to discuss the topic about the maintenance of hair and how you keep it up and just being overall, healthy with your hair and maybe a little presentable. Now, I don't really want to discuss the hairstyles. That's not my main thing. However, we can talk about it in the comments. My main concern that I'm seeing that's really driving me crazy is that I'm seeing adults with young children and their hair looks like it's about to break off. That's a big concern of mine, just especially being in the African American community where a lot of our hair is coarse. It relies on a lot of moisture and just loving care. That really bothers me because you should know better. Basically, you should know better. One of my main concerns that I've noticed, and this is not to just single out a certain group, but I am noticing this with a specific group, so I want to address it, is I'm noticing parents that are of different races, right? So where the dad may be of another race and then the mom's black, or the mom's of another race and the dad's black. The biracial kid's hair is looking crazy, y'all. Not all of them, but this is what I'm really seeing a lot of. That is troublesome to me because I'm not here to talk about who you need to date, who you need to be with. I'm all for interracial dating. That's not it. My thing is if you're going to have a kid and their hair ends up being a little bit more coarse, then fine. You need to do research on how to take care of that kid's hair. Your hair may be fine. The dad's hair may be a little bit in between. The kid's hair may be a little more coarse. You need to properly educate yourself, whether that's going on YouTube, whether that's going on Google and simply putting in a search, whether that's asking your friends like, hey, do you know how I can better take care of such and such's hair? This is for the little boys and the little girls. It drives me crazy. For our coarse hair, for people with coarse hair, you have to add in moisture, you have to add in oils, all this stuff. Whereas people with finer hair usually produce more oil, okay? This is just a little tip for y'all that may not understand. My type of hair, curly, coarse hair with it. The curls are a little bit more tighter and our hair is more like cotton. It needs moisture. It needs moisture. Thinking about like cotton itself, right? Like if it sits there and sits there, doesn't have moisture, it's going to be dry. But when it takes in moisture, when it takes in water, it sucks it in, okay? That's what our hair do. Then after some time you leave it, it dries out. That's just what the bottom line is. We don't wash our hair as much because we need as much moisture that we can get in our hair. Whereas I know people sometimes with finer hair wash their hair more often because it produces a lot of oil, whatever the case may be. We need moisture. Please follow the LOC method, the LCO method, that's liquid creams oils or liquid oils creams. However you need to follow it, whatever works best for you is trial and error. You need to do that. Having your kid walk around and their hair looks so shriveled up on the ends, it's disgusting and it's just not okay. And that can cause other issues, especially if you allow the hair to keep breaking. This is really frustrating me because I'm just noticing it on kids, and it's like, kids aren't responsible for their hair necessarily. Adults are. Like, until you teach your kid how their hair needs to be maintained, and until they're old enough to do that, it's your responsibility to take care of their hair. I don't care if you have it in braids, if you don't have it in braids, if you have it in ponytails, if you don't have it in ponytails. Please take care of your kids' hair. It is so important for so many reasons. It's not about just looking cute and being presentable out in the public. It's about the maintenance of your hair. That's like, imagine you just don't take care of yourself. You don't feed yourself. You don't give yourself water. What do you think is going to happen? It's the same thing with hair. So what I'm willing to do is I'm willing to give you advice. If you are one of those people that struggle with it, it's fine. Don't be embarrassed. Hit me up in my DMs. Ask me whatever questions. As you can see, I've been natural for a really long time. My hair went from fade, bald, shortcuts to this, okay? I'm not saying that I'm a hair guru. I'm not saying that I know all how to get your hair long and stuff. I'm not here to grow your hair, do all this stuff. I can give you my tidbits and that's all I can do. But baby, I am here to tell you on how to maintain and moisturize your kids' hair. And please do it to yourself too, because I've been seeing some adults walking around and their hair been dry. If you need some education on how to moisturize your hair and what's the proper things and things that you could trial and error with, please hit me up. That is today's topic. I can't stress this enough. It's super important to me. I'm here to see what you guys' thoughts are and if you're seeing the same thing, because I really want to know. And if we are, we're not here to bash people. We're here to help people. But I just have to give it to you real and straight. Please tell me what you feel. Drop your comments below and let me know what you think about this topic.